Once upon a time, in a distant land, there lived 4 Brahmin friends. They were simple and good-natured, but they were also incredibly naive. They spent their days in idle pursuits, never giving much thought to their future. One day, the harsh reality of their empty pockets hit them. They realized they needed a plan, a way to make money. "We should study," declared one Brahmin, struck by sudden inspiration. Wise men and scholars are respected and wealthy. The others, equally desperate for a change in fortune, readily agreed. "Yes, knowledge is the key to success," they chorused. And so the 4 friends embarked on a journey to become scholars. They were certain that their newfound pursuit of knowledge would lead them to riches and prosperity. Little did they know how different their journey would be from their naive expectations. They were blissfully unaware of the hard work and true understanding required to gain wisdom. Their minds were already filled with dreams of gold and admiration, fueling their excitement for this new adventure. With hope in their hearts and a shared thirst for wealth, the 4 friends set off on their grand adventure to become scholars. Along the way, they met a wise sage who warned them that true knowledge requires dedication and perseverance. The friends pondered his words, realizing that their journey might be more challenging than they had anticipated. Despite the challenges, they supported each other, determined to succeed together. They celebrated small victories along the way, their bond growing stronger with each step. Finally, they reached a grand city, ready to immerse themselves in the world of knowledge and wisdom. With determination in their hearts, they entered the grand library, ready to begin their true journey towards wisdom and prosperity. The Brahmins left their village and traveled to a distant city. This city was known for its renowned teachers and centers of learning. Upon reaching the bustling city, they searched for a suitable place to begin their studies. Finally, they found a hermitage on the outskirts of the city. It was a simple abode, but it promised peace and quiet for their scholarly pursuits. They presented themselves to the Guru, a wise and learned sage, with great reverence. The Guru, sensing their eagerness and their naivete, agreed to take them on as his students, and so began their 12 years of rigorous learning. The Brahmins diligently memorized scriptures and debated complex philosophical concepts. They immersed themselves in their studies, or so they believed. However, their understanding remained superficial. They focused on rote memorization and empty rituals, missing the true essence of the wisdom contained in the scriptures. After 12 long years of rigorous study and discipline, the Brahmins were finally ready to face the world. They believed they had absorbed all the knowledge they needed from the sacred texts and teachings of their guru. "We are now scholars," they declared, brimming with pride and excitement. "It's time to reap the rewards of our hard work and dedication." They approached their guru, seeking his blessings and permission to leave the hermitage, their hearts filled with anticipation. "Guruji," they said, bowing low with utmost respect, "we have completed our studies and are ready to use our knowledge to earn our rightful riches and honor." The Guru, though aware of their shallow understanding and youthful arrogance, gave them his blessings. He knew that real wisdom comes from experience, and that life itself would be their greatest teacher. "Go forth," he said. "May your knowledge guide you and bring you prosperity. Remember, true learning never ends." The Brahmins, armed with their shastras, holy books, and hearts full of hope and ambition, bid farewell to their guru and the hermitage. They set off into the world, confident and eager to demonstrate their newfound wisdom and skills. They were sure that wealth, respect, and recognition would be showered upon them. They were, after all, now learned scholars, or so they thought, unaware of the challenges and lessons that lay ahead. The Brahmins journeyed from village to village, their heads filled with scriptures and their hearts brimming with confidence. They believed their knowledge could guide them through any situation. One day, they came to a fork in the road. As they pondered which path to take, they spotted a funeral procession approaching from a distance. The mourners were weeping and wailing, carrying the body of a young man wrapped in a simple shroud. The Brahmins, eager to display their knowledge and wisdom, decided to interpret this event according to their scriptures. "Aha!" exclaimed one with great enthusiasm. "The scriptures clearly state that witnessing a funeral procession is auspicious. It signifies good fortune and wealth," he continued, his eyes gleaming with excitement. The others nodded in agreement, their chests puffing up with pride and satisfaction. They were, after all, able to apply their vast knowledge to real-life situations, or so they thought. Never mind that they hadn't earned a single rupee yet. Their spirits were high. They were convinced they were on the right track, their determination unwavering. With renewed enthusiasm and a sense of purpose, they decided to follow the funeral procession. After all, good fortune must lie ahead, they thought, their steps quickening with anticipation. Little did they know that their blind faith in their misinterpreted knowledge would lead them down a path of hilarious misfortune, filled with unexpected twists and turns. Section 5. A donkey, a camel, and a recipe for disaster. As the Brahmins followed the funeral procession, they came across a farmer struggling with his donkey. The donkey was stubborn and refused to move. "Ah, what a fine specimen of a true friend," declared one of the Brahmins, misinterpreting their scriptures. "The scriptures tell us that a donkey represents a true and loyal companion." The other Brahmins nodded in agreement, impressed by their companion's ability to decipher the hidden meanings of their studies. Further down the road, they encountered another peculiar sight. A camel stood majestically by the roadside. "Look!" exclaimed another Brahmin. "The scriptures clearly state that a camel embodies righteousness and virtue." This time their certainty was absolute. They were on a roll, interpreting the world with their vast misunderstood knowledge. "We should definitely take these signs with us," they decided, believing they were accumulating symbols of good fortune and virtue. Section 6. The Perils of Misguided Faith. Now, armed with their newfound friend and symbol of righteousness, the Brahmins continued their journey. They decided to tie the donkey to the camel to keep their auspicious companions close. This, however, did not sit well with the donkey's owner. He rushed towards them, furious at their actions. "Thieves!" he shouted. "You are stealing my donkey!" The Brahmins, startled by the angry farmer, panicked. They had only wanted to befriend the donkey, guided by their scriptures, of course. Fearing for their safety, they fled, leaving behind the bewildered camel and the fuming farmer. They ran until they reached the banks of a wide river, their hearts pounding in their chests. The river was deep and swift, and they had no way to cross it. Section 7. A village, a meal, and more misinterpretations. Exhausted and famished, the Brahmins stumbled upon a small village. The villagers, noticing their plight, welcomed them with open arms and offered them food and shelter. The Brahmins, grateful for the villagers' kindness, were ready to eat. But then disaster struck. One of them, eyes glued to his scriptures, declared, "Wait! The scriptures forbid us from accepting food after sunset." The villagers tried to reason with them, explaining that it was a special occasion and that they were honored to have them as guests. But the Brahmins were steadfast in their misguided beliefs. "We cannot disobey the scriptures," they said, their stomachs rumbling with hunger. The villagers, initially sympathetic, could not help but laugh at the Brahmins' ridiculous adherence to their misinterpreted rules. The Brahmins, feeling insulted and misunderstood, stormed out of the village, their stomachs empty and their pride wounded. Section 8. The Price of Empty Knowledge. The tale of the 4 naive Brahmins is a hilarious reminder of the dangers of empty knowledge. Their journey, filled with misinterpretations and misadventures, highlights the importance of true understanding and practical wisdom. Their blind faith in their misinterpreted scriptures led them into ridiculous situations, proving that knowledge without understanding is like a book without pages, utterly useless. They set out to gain knowledge for wealth, but learned a far more valuable lesson. Wisdom lies not in memorizing words, but in understanding their meaning. Their journey serves as a timeless parable, reminding us that true knowledge is not about blindly following rules, but about using our intelligence and common sense to navigate the complexities of life. After all, it's not what you know, but how you apply it that truly matters.